I know we have a couple of concerns for the city of Bendigo, don't we, Reforming Church? Here, I think, are two concerns that we have for the city of Bendigo. One concern we have is there are many people in this city that are perishing. There are many in this city that are perishing. Without Jesus, they are lost forever. They need to hear the gospel, the power of God that saves. They need to hear it as we speak it, as we converse it, as we share it, as we show them, as we open a Bible. They need Jesus. And our second concern is, though, and this is becoming more and more my concern, is I meet Christians who can't answer the question, what is the gospel? I meet leaders who can't answer that question, who lead youth groups of what is the gospel? And if you ask them, I've had conversations recently where they talk about works, where they move into moralism, you've got to do some certain things, respond in a certain way. That's not the gospel. The gospel is a message, it's a declaration of what God has done. It's not what you do. The gospel is all what Jesus has done. And my concern is we need to get the gospel right. This is not just being, kind of like nitpicky. This is a really important life and death, everything thing. The gospel is everything. It's the power of God that saves. Not doing good. Doing good is a result of the gospel, but it's not the gospel. The gospel is the power of God. It's a message, a declaration. It needs to be told and believed. But as this work continues, as we do that, and we're called Reforming Church, it's not for nothing we're called that. We're called Reforming because the gospel changes me. I need to keep being reshaped, reformed by the gospel of Jesus Christ. But also, we want to see others change. But here's what happens. Here's how it plays out. As I have conversations with people, as you do, what is the gospel? Is that the gospel? Is it works? Is it moralism? It's not really, is it? Open a Bible, have a look. What's the gospel? You know what happens? People say, Russ, he's just this cranky guy that wants to talk about the gospel all the time, and getting the gospel right is really important to him. It's not really important to me. Look, friends, people tell me, I know what people say about me. I know what they say. I know what they say about our church. I know what they say about our methods. I know what they say about, we're the Bible church. What do you think this is? Some sort of Reforming Church situation? You open up the Bible? Yes. If you open up the Bible, that's not Reforming Church, by the way. That's Jesus Church. I know what people say. And I know there can be this perceived competition. With church planting becomes this label of competition, doesn't it? Oh, someone's planting a church in our turf or our territory or whatever it is. And I want to say this, right here, right now, I rejoice. Even if people put us down, put me down, or whatever else, I know you might want to tell me about it. If they do so because we want to get the gospel right, I rejoice, because if that means they get the gospel right and they proclaim the gospel, I rejoice. It means if we have more conversations in this city amongst churches about what is the gospel, I rejoice. It means if more Christians are thinking about what is the gospel, what is it I believe in, what am I asking people to believe in, I rejoice. If it means Christ is proclaimed by those who are even envious and doing it out of rivalry, I rejoice. I rejoice because my identity is not in what people say about me or our church. My identity is in Jesus Christ, and I want them to have that identity too.